The Dragon Couple. Once upon a time, there were two dragons who were deeply in love with each other. Seraphon and Nysandra had been together for over 1,000 years. Despite their love, they found themselves in a doldrum. Their relationship was no longer exciting. This could be detrimental if they wanted their marriage to last another 1,000 years. They needed some spontaneity, so they decided they would leave the dragon realm, travel to the human realm, and live like humans. They saw photos of people having food in a restaurant, so they thought they would try this. Meat was always eaten raw and straight off an animal in the dragon realm. Cooking meat and serving it on a plate was such a novel idea. Seraphon thoroughly enjoyed his charred ribeye steak, and Nysandra thought her lamb chops roasted in a furnace was delicious. When the waitress brought them the bill, they discovered a 30% surcharge had been added. Hidden costs was a major peeve for Seraphon. No respectable dragon would dream of adding a surcharge. When he asked the waitress to take the surcharge off, she carried herself with hauteur and looked at the dragon with incredulous expressions. The dragon roared, "You are preying on the credulous nature of people. This is extortion. Extortion, I say. I am not so gullible as to fall to your tricks." Nysandra did not wish to nag, but she thought her partner was being obtuse and culturally insensitive for being such a disagreeable customer. She read about the tipping culture of the human realm in a book she borrowed from the library. To eschew further conflict, she implored her partner to stay calm. Her husband was apoplectic and fulminated against the waitress, the restaurant, and everyone in the human realm for their dishonesty. The waitress eventually said tersely, "Perhaps there is a reason dragons are extinct in our world." Nysandra could sense the imminent explosion of anger. The inflamed Seraphon was about to excoriate her further and perhaps disembowel her. She carried on in a sarcastic tone, "As a gesture of goodwill, I can offer you a discount of 10%. There were flames coming out of Seraphon's nostrils. How dare she make such a measly offer? Nysandra knew exactly how to extinguish his anger. She quickly paid the bill and dragged him out of the restaurant. "You are very stressed, my darling," Nysandra said. "We are on holiday. Just relax. The humans have a strange culture. We are here to experience it. I know what would cheer you up. Let's go and have some cocktails. I know where we can find some." They flew to the coast and found a palatial retreat sprawling over a large area of land next to a maritime museum. It was complete with 7 swimming pools, 10 restaurants and bars, and a shopping mall. Surely they would have cocktails here. As they walked in, they immediately fell in love with the hotel's outlandish aquatic decor. Just as they were about to ask if the hotel had any cocktails, an uproarious group of guests arrived. It turned out there was a party that day. The air was filled with cheers of jubilation. Some of them even started dancing on the tables. The pair of dragons could not stand the awful din, so they asked to be moved to the deck chairs on the beach far away from the cavorting crowd. To their delight, the resort had a large selection of cocktails. They randomly ordered a dozen drinks and gulped each one with glee. 2 drinks warranted special mention. Nysandra's favorite drink was a gin and tonic infused with rosemary. Seraphon's favorite was a bourbon with some brown sugar dissolved in it. The drinks made them a little intoxicated. Seraphon soon forgot about the travesty at the first restaurant. He would not nurse a grievance against the rude waitress. The human realm was not too bad after all. As the clouds dissipated, they could see the sun slowly sinking into the sea. They were in some sort of reverie. They sat together in peace and quiet and thought about the 1,000 years they had shared as a couple. Traveling had made them closer to each other.